Hey everybody, I have a quick video here for you today, as I do a lot of days, but I think this is an important one to bring up, and is just based on a lot of comments and questions I have had recently. And I have stated many times I believe the Great Pyramid is much older than historians and Egyptologists tell us. Now, I believe there was work done on the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx done in the 4th dynasty, when historians tell us these buildings were actually constructed. So I can see where the confusion comes in, but I think the best evidence comes from the ancient Egyptians themselves. I could watch videos all day long about current theories with our current modern day thinking on the Great Pyramid and who built it. But to me, and even Graham Hancock has said this, historians don't even listen to the ancient Egyptians themselves. And I have had questions on the tales of the magicians and a few of the reasons why I think the way I do. So I'm just going to state very simply what I think is the best evidence, because you have to listen to what the ancient Egyptians say. You know, you can do all the videos you want on the Great Pyramid, but the best proof and what people want to know is what they were telling us at this time of the 4th dynasty, when historians tell us these monuments were built. And in my series coming up on the pyramids of Egypt, I'm going to be going into what possibly was the true purpose of these original structures. Were these tombs? Was anybody ever found in these buildings? Any kings? Now, I have also had questions and comments on the Graham Hancock, Randall Carlson, Michael Shermer, and that other guy debate. I can't remember what his name was. And actually, I only watched a little bit of that. It was pretty frustrating to listen to that. Just the stuff that Graham Hancock was getting was a little ridiculous, and it was obvious that the people that they were debating, Michael Shermer and the other guy, really just didn't really have a grasp of what the ancients were actually telling us. Now, this is Tales of the Magicians, coming from Khufu and Khafra, people who historians have attached the building of these great monuments to. But it's clear to me they just wanted to attach their legacies to these great monuments in the powerful 4th dynasty. Nothing inside the Great Pyramid tells us that Khufu built it, and there is one glyph that was painted on in an upper chamber that really is obscure, basically an attic of the Great Pyramid that never really was meant to be discovered. That's the only clue that Khufu built the Great Pyramid. But Khufu says, "Go call me my sons and my counselors, that I may ask of them a thing. Know ye a man who can tell me tales of the deeds of the magicians?" And if the deeds of the magicians is what Khufu wanted to know, and his whole legacy is attached to the Giza Plateau, well, the only tales of the magicians and these deeds that he could have been wondering about was the building of the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx. Now, this is a little later in the tale of the magicians. It says, "He knows the designs of the dwelling of Tehuti. The majesty of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Khufu, the Blessed, has long sought of the designs of the dwelling of Tehuti, that he may make the like of them in his pyramid." And it's clear Khufu and Khafre were seeking the knowledge of the magicians who built the Great Pyramid. Later in the tale, and King Khufu said, "And is it true that it is said that thou knowest the number of the designs of the dwelling of Tehuti?" Dedi replied, "Pardon me, I know not their number, O king, but I know where they are." And his majesty said, "Where is that?" "There is a chest of whetstone in a chamber named the Plan Room in Heliopolis. They are in this chest." And here they are talking about the very, very ancient designs, or anything relating to the building of the Great Pyramid. It is clear Khufu is seeking them. He never built the Great Pyramid, and it is obvious from his own words. Now, Khufu did want to build a pyramid, and it seems in the 4th dynasty they put some pyramids on the Giza Plateau. Those small, little, inferior pyramids built with refuse material that had nothing to do with the time period of the building of this original structure. That's all the evidence on the ground tells us. Khufu wanted to build a pyramid, and all he could muster were those little satellite pyramids. And a little later in this chapter it says, the translation of the designs of the dwelling of Tehute is not certain, but the passage seems to refer to some architectural plan which was desired for the pyramid. This is the best evidence to me. Khufu had nothing to do with the building of the Great Pyramid. He was obsessed with attaching his legacy to it. He buried a ship out front. But he was seeking the information of how these great monuments were built. And he says by the magicians, the best evidence that he had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the building of this original structure. Hope you thought this was interesting, and you all have a very nice day.